A violent storm destroys a ship. A young woman is thrown onto a hostile shore, and her disguise triggers a domino effect of mistaken identity. Welcome to William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. The story opens in the kingdom of Illyria, a place paralyzed by its own emotions. Duke Orsino is obsessed with Countess Olivia, dramatically demanding that musicians feed his melancholy. Olivia, meanwhile, has locked herself away, refusing all suitors to grieve the death of her brother. Into this stagnant world washes Viola. Having survived the shipwreck, she finds herself alone in a strange land. She believes her twin brother, Sebastian, has drowned in the storm, and she realizes that survival requires quick adaptation. To secure a place in this new society, she creates a disguise. She adopts the persona of a young male servant named Cesario, successfully entering the service of Duke Orsino. Viola's choice to remain hidden is the catalyst that breaks the cycle of performative mourning in Illyria. Her presence disrupts the court's routine, pushing the characters to finally engage with the unpredictable reality of another person. Disguised as Cesario, Viola quickly becomes Orsino's most trusted confidant. They spend their days talking intimately about the nature of romance, and Viola soon finds herself deeply in love with the Duke. But Orsino is blinded by his drama. He misses the connection forming right in front of him and orders his articulate new Cesario to deliver elaborate messages of Orsino's love to Olivia. The plan backfires immediately. When Cesario arrives, Olivia doesn't care about Orsino's message. She is captivated by the messenger. Over the course of a single conversation, she falls instantly in love with Cesario. This diagram maps the exact geometry of their impossible situation. Viola loves Orsino. Orsino loves Olivia. Olivia loves Cesario. The play's comic engine is that Cesario is actually Viola. We see the entire board, watching the arrows glitch, knowing the characters are trapped. Because of the specific geometry of this trap, the characters are locked into escalating emotional tension. Every action they take to resolve their feelings only reinforces the closed loop. There is no logical avenue for escape. While the aristocracies are trapped in their love triangle, Olivia's household provides a different flavor of chaos. Her uncle, Sir Toby Belch, and his foolish companion, Sir Andrew Aguecheek, spend their nights causing loud, drunken disruptions. Their partying draws the anger of Malvolio, Olivia's notoriously strict and arrogant steward. Fed up with his condescension, Olivia's clever maid Maria plots revenge. She forges a letter in Olivia's handwriting, declaring that Olivia secretly loves Malvolio. Malvolio reads the letter and falls for the deception. He immediately obeys the letter's absurd instructions, grinning wildly and wearing ridiculous yellow stockings, while Maria and the other onlookers watch his humiliation from the bushes. Back in the main plot, the crisis hits a boiling point. Viola is cornered. Olivia's advances are becoming aggressive, and Viola cannot reject her without exposing her true gender and ruining her disguise. Right as the pressure reaches its absolute limit, the critical external variable arrives in Illyria. Sebastian, Viola's identical twin brother, is alive. Because they are identical, everyone who meets Sebastian assumes he is Cesario. Within minutes, he is challenged to a duel by a jealous Sir Andrew, and then intercepted by a desperate Olivia, who proposes marriage. Sebastian, bewildered but intrigued by his luck, accepts. Introducing a completely unaware identical twin into a perfectly balanced triangle breaks the rigid structure. Sebastian doesn't know the rules of the deception, and by simply saying yes to Olivia, he pushes the comedic chaos past the point of no return. The tension breaks in the final act. For the very first time, all the major players, Orsino, Olivia, and Viola, still dressed as Cesario, are forced into the same physical space outside Olivia's house. The standoff hits its peak when Olivia steps forward and claims Cesario as her new husband. Orsino is horrified by the apparent betrayal, and Viola frantically tries to defend herself, completely baffled by the accusation. Then, Sebastian walks into the room. The resolution is swift. The twins lock eyes across the courtyard, and as they verify the details of their survival, the layers of deception are peeled back. Viola finally reveals her true identity to the assembled court. When deception is layered this thickly, a gentle resolution is impossible. The truth could only surface by physically forcing all the conflicting lies to occupy the same room and collide head-on. The collision yields a neat romantic order. Orsino, realizing his deep connection with his former servant, professes his love for the revealed Viola. Olivia, content with the situation, remains happily bound to Sebastian. But Shakespeare leaves a shadow over the happy ending. Malvolio, broken and humiliated by the subplot's prank, storms off stage, vowing revenge on the entire household. It leaves a bitter note right at the height of the celebration. That bitterness hints at the serious exploration occurring beneath the jokes. Twelfth Night continually highlights the painful gap between a person's inner identity and how society perceives them based on outward appearance. Authentic love and true selfhood surface, but only after the characters survive absolute chaos and illusion. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join us for the next video as we continue to untangle classic literature.